Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and according to the time you are seeing this video. How are you doing? I hope you are good. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife, my correct people. There is joy in the palace when some kind of people finally agree that they are going to leave the palace for good. Yes, so there is joy. Allegedly, we heard that Olori Ashley have finally agreed that she is going to leave the palace. That hey, the palace is not conducive for her to train up her daughter. You know that she have a daughter that is so smart. And the one thing about these children of this nowadays is that they are so smart. They don't even do some certain things in their present. They will just copy it and pack in their brain. And when they will start to exhibit such character, you'll be like, where did she learn this one from? So that is why parents have to be careful with their children, because children can copy. Their brain used to be very sharp. So allegedly, the king have been telling them to leave the palace, but they don't want to leave. But this time around, as we heard allegedly, it's I think Olori Ashley have finally agreed that she is going to leave. That staying in the palace is not doing her any good. That her daughter need to be raised very well. She needs to raise her daughter very well, not in that kind of environment. That the palace environment is not conducive for her to raise her daughter. Yes. And you know that her daughter too have asked her questions based on her father. Because as the daughter now noticed that the king is not the father, she have been asking Olori Ashley questions about her father. Where is my father? How do we go to my father? That kind of question. The kind of question we heard that Tadenikawo have been asking the mother, Daddy, mommy, why are you staying differently from our father? Daddy is staying in the palace, you are staying here. Why? A lot of why questions that these children ask. So maybe they have been asking her, the daughter have been asking her such questions, and she feel like it's time for her to at least help this girl. The girl need help. Children, so let me tell you, some people that is treating their children the way they are treating them, because maybe you can now overshadow them if you wouldn't listen to their question or attend to them or train them up the way they should be trained. You are making a huge mistake. Children are blessings from God, and children it's easy for children to reunite couples that is having issues. Very easy. And that is why in this case of QueenNaomi and the Ooni of Ife, Tadenikawo is there for reconciliation. God brought Tadenikawo into the life of QueenNaomi and the king, so that when the time for God to reconcile the two of them, God is going to reconcile the two of them, and they will come back together as husband and wife. That is the mission of Tade in that family. Not just that he's just a blessing in a child that is born in the palace. He is there to reconcile these two. And if he doesn't achieve that purpose, I think in short he must achieve it, because he has started working towards it. Because we heard that he have been asking the father each time he stays with the father. The last time they said that he visited the palace, and they told the father that he's not going again. No, he wants to stay in the palace. And this is his father's house. That this is my father's house. I'm not going. No, I'm not leaving this place. So, and the QueenNaomi was like, "You must go." The Ooni of Ife said that the QueenNaomi should leave him, and QueenNaomi said that he's not going to leave him. That he must go, because this is not their place. Even if this is their palace, but the father should do what he's supposed to do. And that is when we heard that the father promised him that he will be coming from time to time to pick him up from school, because he also complained that some of his classmates, their father used to come and pick them up. Why is my own father not coming to pick me up? A lot of that questions. And the father agreed that he's coming to be picking him up and promised that very soon they are coming back to the palace. And that is why he started, that is when the king started working fast towards bringing the two of them back to the palace. So as this girl now is, as this Ashley's daughter is right now, uh, I know that it's not going to be easy for Ashley to go back to her ex. It's not going to be easily for her. But for her to stay in the palace and be raising up this child, she said that she's not going to continue with that kind of a thing. That it's not good for her to raise her child in a family where, in an environment where you have to go to get babalawo stuff, kaya mata, just to uh, train your child. You see, if you don't get kaya mata to protect yourself, you'll be exposed to dangers. That train up a child in that environment doesn't help the child to be a good child. You see, and the environment is so corrupt that staying together with these Olories again, fighting wars, is not uh, a good thing to be a good character to use and train up a child. So she said that she's going to leave the palace, and she will leave. My people, I think this is a good news. Oh, this is a good news. At least if she leave the palace, QueenNaomi and Tadenikawo will come back, because she too is also a problem. This one they say that she's mama water. If she do one kind magic now, water go full everywhere. Thank God that she has finally accepted that she's going to live on her own. The thing is that let this information be true, because I will always tell that are all alleged information. If it is true, thank God, because that environment, that palace environment, is not a place to train up children. Oh, I must say it. If any of this, thank God self that Ashley is just realizing this. Although the daughter doesn't stay in the palace for some times, he just visit and leave. But that visit, if he stay there for, if he stays there in the palace for just 1 week, the kind of thing that he will learn, she will learn and pack in her brain. She will not forget it in a hurry. And that is the same thing that made Adewamiwa to say that she wants to leave the palace to go to Queen Naomi. That the palace is not teaching her. She's not learning anything from these women in this palace. And she called QueenNaomi and wanted to go and stay with QueenNaomi. I don't know whether QueenNaomi later accepted her then, or she just visited and came back to the palace. I don't know where, although her mother is not staying in the palace anyway. So she may be visiting her mother, coming back to the palace, visiting and all of that. Although I think she's in school right now. So my people, when I heard this one, I was like, this is a good news. Oh, if the king is going to uh, help Tadenikawo and QueenNaomi to come back this time around, is left for him, because things that have been happening for the Olories to be living are happening, and all of these things are all prayer answered. For Olori Ashley to accept that she's not going to continue to stay in the palace is a prayer answered, because we have been praying for this to happen, and now it's happening. So that is tell you that prayers work. Oh, God, they answer prayers. It may waste time, or it may come as fast as you think. But one thing is certain, that God answers prayers. And He have started answering the King and the Queen Naomi. Thank you, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.